102.7 Kiss FM. It's time for Ryan's Roses. So let me just read you the email and then we'll put Natalie from Buena Park on the line. Dear Ryan, Sisney, and Tanya, my husband got a text at 2 a.m. that said, you're just going to leave without saying goodbye. Whoa. I don't know if I need any more than that.
Yikes.
2 a.m. You're just going to leave without saying goodbye. So that means okay, no, Natalie, you're on with this. Help us understand. Did you ask him about the text?
Yeah, I did.
What did he say?
I asked him about it. Well, he was just like, oh, it's just an online thing and just talking to people online or whatever, but it was just super flirty. So yeah, I didn't really, it just seemed like bull.
Okay. 2 a.m. That means, Sissy and Tanya walk me through it together, but that means to me, wait, was he out that night? Did he sneak in? Did you see him come home?
No, he hasn't been like going out or anything. He's just been like, I don't know, like awake late.
You know how you get those text messages sometimes that are spam, and it's like, hey, like, how are you? Or it's just like random.
Yeah, but I've never
things.
gotten one at 2 a.m.
I can't remember when they come in, but why does your brain go to that he's cheating? Like, what's going on in your relationship?
Well, because that's the thing. It's like 2 a.m. So it's like you get those weird texts, like whatever spam during the day, but at 2 a.m. I never like get spam weird texts.
But I think what Sisney's getting at is you clearly think your husband's doing something with another woman. Like you're at a place where you doubt his trust and loyalty.
Why?
Yeah. Because I don't know. It's just like, I go to bed like so much, earlier than he does. I put our daughter, down around 8 p.m. He goes to bed late, and so I don't know. I just feel like he has all that time to kind of just like do whatever he wants to do. And I feel like he's not sleeping. There's like an unrest going on. And so when I get this, and I see the text at 2 a.m., I'm like, okay, so he is like messing around while I'm sleeping.
Okay, and did you see a name of who the text came from?
Yeah, it was Ingrid.
Eric? Aaron?
Ingrid.
Ingrid. Okay.
Yeah.
Ingrid. Got it. All right. Let's see. He's restless. That's interesting. He's not sleeping. Like somebody's on his mind, right? Okay. Hold on one second. Let's see what we can find out. We're in the middle of Ryan's Roses. Who's this text coming in from? Is it spam? Or is it Ingrid or somebody else? 2 a.m. She says, you're just going to leave without saying goodbye? If you just got here, you're not going to miss it because we met Natalie in Buena Park and she said her husband is denying this is from a person. It's a bot, a robot. It's AI. It's spam. It's something, but it's not Ingrid, who she says she saw the text from. Ingrid was her name, and Ingrid said to her husband, you're just going to leave without saying goodbye. 2 a.m. the text comes in. She says to add to it, and this is what struck me, Sisney Tanya, was that she says he's restless at night. He's not sleeping well at night, so something's on his mind. Ingrid is the name Natalie saw when the text came in to her husband at 2 a.m. Do you know who Ingrid is? Does that ring a bell? Is it somebody in your circle?
We don't know any Ingrids, and we have a really specific, unique name, and we know 0 Ingrids.
Okay. Well, here we go. Let's just do it. We're going to call your husband right now, Natalie, and find out who he's thinking about, who he sends roses to, who's top of mind to him. So I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then his name. Go ahead.
Okay. Ryan, you have my permission to call.
We're going to do it right now. Be very quiet. Let's see what we can find out.
Okay.
We're going to listen as long as we can, all together, until we tell him he's on the air, and then we'll bring you in, Natalie. Good luck.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to JJ, please?
Yeah. I mean, no, I'm not interested. Sorry.
Well, before you hang up, my name is Belen. I'm calling from Buena Park Blooms, and we're actually just doing a promotion. This is free. It's not going to cost you any money at all. And we're just doing a promotion to promote our business. It's a free dozen red roses that you can send to anybody that you'd like today. I don't need cash. I don't need billing info, your credit card, nothing like that. So they're absolutely free.
Okay. I mean, I don't follow, like, how did you get my information?
You may have purchased something online in the past 6 to 18 months and selected to receive promotional offers from local vendors. That's how we get our database. But today, like this dozen roses, they're absolutely free. We're just hoping that if you do like our arrangements, you come back as a customer one day. Is that something you'd be interested in? You just need the name of the person you want to send them to.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm just like, and there's no paper trail, nothing like that I have to worry about?
Yeah, I don't need any info from you.
Okay. I mean, I just got to figure out who, it's not, I wasn't thinking about this at all.
Sure. Take your time. Is there just anybody in your life you'd want to send a dozen red roses to? Someone special?
And just real quick, sorry, one last time, and they're totally free. There's no credit card, nothing I have to worry about?
Nothing. I don't need any sort of information from at your end.
Okay. And there's no record of like this transaction at all?
No, I mean, if you want to send them anonymously, you can even do that if you want.
Okay. All right, let me think.
Or like a secret admirer.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds funny. I guess I'll send them to Heidi.
Heidi?
Yeah.
Okay, what would you like to put on the card? We can write a note on there.
Okay, yeah. Well, give me a second. I wasn't even thinking about a note either. Okay. I guess just put 629 and then my first initial. And you said, like, how soon should we get these? Like, by...
That depends on whatever is more convenient for you and Heidi. Like, would you want her to have them today? We can wait till tomorrow.
Today would be great if you could do it.
Yeah, I can get them there by lunchtime. Does that work?
That sounds great.
Okay. And real quick, who is Heidi to you? Because I have like different types of cards. One that have like hearts and like I love you at the top of it or things like that. Is this special, romantic?
No, nothing like that. Nothing like that.
Okay.
What I put.
Gotcha.
Yeah, totally fine.
JJ, your voice is being broadcast on the radio and streaming. I have your wife, Natalie, on the line. Natalie, you're not also Heidi, are you?
No, I'm not.
JJ, who's Heidi? What does 629 mean? Why are you sending Heidi roses?
Oh, man. Are you serious? Baby, is that you on the other line? And what's going on?
So who is she? Who's Heidi?
Look. Wait. Look, I can explain, okay? It's just Heidi is someone I met online.
Someone you met online?
And did what? And
nothing.
Why?
No, nothing technically. It's just an online thing.
You're sleeping with her?
No, not technically, no.
When you use the word technically, you're doing something technically.
Yeah.
So forget that. JJ, how did you meet Heidi? What are you talking about? What are you planning to do? Why are you sending her the roses? What does 629 mean?
Look, okay, look, baby, look, I met her online. We do stuff like over FaceTime or whatever. That's it.
Over when I'm in bed late at night?
Yeah, basically, look, okay, I mean, look, you're not ready yet after the baby, which I totally understand, but, this seemed like a way to take care of that need without, like, cheating. I'm not cheating.
This is cheating.
Are you live FaceTiming? And you said doing stuff?
Yeah, no, we've never met in person.
But how would you even know where to send her the flowers?
And why are you sending them flowers?
Because I have her number now.
What does 629 mean?
Yes, it was a mistake. I shouldn't have given her all that information.
What does 629 mean?
It's like nothing really. Really, it's not important. Look, what matters is that I love you, baby, and I'm not cheating.
JJ, how long, how frequently, how many times, how many episodes have there been of you and Heidi doing stuff?
It's just online. That's all.
No,
it is.
I'm
would
asking
never
the platform. I'm asking the frequency.
Frequency, like, all right, fine, like 3 times a week.
For how many
Oh my
weeks?
God.
Not long, like a little over a month.
3 times a week over a month. It's a long time, a lot of frequency. Where do you go?
I'm not going anywhere. I'm at home, and it's over like FaceTime or like a Zoom. That's all it is.
What is wrong with you?
Over a Zoom.
Yeah, this is like, I feel like I'm in the Twilight
Like, why
Zone.
can't you
Okay.
be there for your wife? Like, she just had your baby, and this is like, because you have to, it's your needs. Like, oh my gosh, you sound so selfish.
Look, it's not something I'm proud of, so I don't know if y'all would understand or I can explain. I'm not going to be able to explain it over the phone right now and get you to understand. I'm
JJ,
not cheating.
can you tell us okay, JJ, who's Ingrid?
This is the girl that I'm interacting with over
Who's
FaceTime,
Heidi?
the one I've told you. It's
He doesn't
all
know
the
because
same
there's
stuff.
multiple women.
No, it's all the same stuff. But it's not like this isn't real.
Natalie, are you there?
Look,
Natalie,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Look, I didn't do anything wrong here. I haven't done anything with anybody, baby. I haven't cheated on anybody with you.
You're
I'm still
delusional.
I'm still there.
All right.
I need you out of my house.
Yes, kick him out.
All right, we're going to let you both go. Natalie, we're definitely going to let you go. And sorry that you're hearing about all of this. Good luck with everything. He's convinced he's doing nothing wrong. He's genuinely delusional that he's doing nothing wrong.
Oh my gosh.
This is what people do. This is what narcissists do.
This is
They
not what
actually
people
convince.
do.
Yes,
Like,
narcissists.
some people.
Narcissists.
Sissy's like pissed. By the way.
I am.
Back to Ryan's Roses. So we had Natalie and JJ. Sissy, maybe you want to do the recap of this because you're.
I think
Well, I
what
know
really
that
stood
you're
out
upset
to
with
me,
him.
what really stood out to me is that he was trying to make an excuse for the fact that his wife is not ready to get intimate because she just had a baby. She has a newborn. And
So his justification was just that, right?
right. That I'm just, I'm interacting with these other women online, but it's not cheating.
Hold on. He wasn't doing it online. He was doing it on FaceTime. That means
Right.
he's calling them on his phone.
Yeah, he's saying online, but you're right. It was FaceTime.
was
That's like
FaceTime.
real time.
And then because she's not ready to be physical, he feels like it's technically not doing anything wrong, was his word, to go in another part of the house and FaceTime at least 2 different women 3 times a week for a month.
This is what narcissists do. They create this narrative and they literally convince themselves that they are right. Even though
because he did sound like he believed he did nothing wrong.
Yes.
Oh yeah. He wouldn't let it go.
Yes.
And I don't think that that's where it ends. He clearly knows. He knew where that girl lived, so he was about to send her flowers. Like, I feel like they have
What
been
was his
physical.
Ugh.
629 or something weird like that.
What was the card? Who remembers the card?
That's all
629
it said.
was in there. That's all it said? 629?
629 and then J.
629J. And it was to Heidi.
Mm-hmm.
And his wife's name's Natalie. And the text that she saw come in was from somebody named Ingrid.
Exactly.
Ariel in West Covina. Good morning. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. I have some information.
Oh, okay, great. You
So
heard
I
Ryan's
know what
Roses.
629. Yeah, I know what 629 means. It's like one of those 90s pager codes, and it's want to have tonight. I just Googled it.
Why is it? Oh, you did. Good on you, because I had not heard it 629.
Yeah.
Why 629? Is those the letters of something when you type in the phone back in the day?
Do you remember like 143 was I love you?
Oh, one of those dealios.
Yes.
Like star 89? What was the call?
No, 143 was I
Star
love you
78.
because it was 1 for I, and then 4 was LOVE. There's 4 letters in love, and then U is three letters. So
Okay, got
143. So this is a code. So wait,
Stars.
now
Was it
I'm
star
really
69?
curious. That was like to call somebody back.
Right, but it was star 69, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also wanted to say, I think Heidi, it's a German name, and Ingrid is a code name for Heidi. Because I think he knows he's in the wrong.
These are like Easter eggs she's finding.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm good. I'm good with that internet sleuthing. So anytime you need me, I'm happy to join the show.
Well, thanks for coming on, Ariel. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
You take
Thank
care.
You. You too. Bye, guys.
I think she's right.
Bye.
She's right about the 629. She Googled it.
Well,
She's
I
gotta
just
be right
Googled
about
it
the
and I
code
got
name.
angel, like that 629 can mean in like you're an angel or something.
Even worse.
I know, like a pet name. Ew.
Either way you go on those three numbers. If you missed it, Natalie said, get out.
Yeah.
Ryan's Roses. Ugh. Every Monday and every Thursday.
Heavy.
You know, when someone says, I technically am not doing something, they're doing something. Like, that is like, if you say technically, you are.
He said it like 3 times. It's like, oh,
Technically.
God.
102.7 Kiss FM. All right, it's time for Ryan's Roses here. Dear Ryan, Sissany, and Tanya, about 3 years ago, my husband got a job in San Clemente. We live in Palmdale, so he got a tiny studio apartment down there, and he comes home every Friday. Interesting. All right, this is Alyssa. So, for work, a lot of people have to do this, where you gotta be where you need to make your dough. But live in Palmdale, got a tiny studio apartment down there. He comes home every Friday, and you've long suspected he's seeing another woman down there, huh?
Yeah.
So, Alyssa, why have you long suspected that? And why have you let it long suspect?
Well, I mean, I just really wanted the proof. Full disclosure, he cheated on me when we were dating. So I know he has it in him, but it was really early on and we weren't fully defined yet. So I don't think of, that as an indication of what he'd be like when we were married, but that did happen. But there's been stuff since, like, sorry, yeah?
No, I'm just curious. So when he cheated on you before marriage, you didn't think that was a red flag?
Well, it was just like, he kind of described it as like I already knew I was in love with him, but he was like, we weren't officially boyfriend, girlfriend. So I think it was a way bigger deal to me than to him. And we did talk it through and he did get it.
Okay. Now, since the separation, in just terms of where you guys live and where he works, what do you really think is happening? Can you walk me through what you think is going on?
I think it's just it would be so easy for him to have another girlfriend because he is there most of the time. And, I visited a few times and there was this one time that he had 2 toothbrushes and I obviously I panicked and he was like, well, it's for you, babe. But it was already open and it kind of looked used. And I was like, okay, well, I can't be sure, but it wasn't in a package, right? Like if you give someone a toothbrush, you keep it in the package to show it's clean.
I just don't, I don't like the fact that you just don't trust him anyway, full stop, period. And now he's away 5 days a week. It's just a bad
combo.
equation. Yeah. So, Alyssa, 3 years ago. So how long do you think he's been having an affair?
I mean, the toothbrush thing was only a couple months ago, but it just kind of reignited that doubt that I had at the very beginning. You know?
It's not a comfortable place to be, the feeling that you've got.
No.
Hold on one second. I'm going to come back, make the Ryan's Roses call and find out what the deal is. Ryan's Roses, the call right now. Alyssa's on the phone. So a few years ago, her husband got a job in San Clemente. They actually live in Palmdale. So picture that on the map. He stays out there in an apartment, comes home every Friday, but she thinks he's been seeing somebody else. She thinks he's got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
She thinks he's got a girlfriend down there. And he's been cheating a long time, but there's just not trust at the foundation here. Plus they've got this separation every weekday. So it's definitely less than ideal. And she thinks that when she saw 2 toothbrushes there, it was a mistake he made. That was the smoking gun. 2 toothbrushes were open and out as if they'd been used. Now, I have been known to use 2 coffee cups. Just so you know, Alyssa,
That's totally different.
It is totally different, but I'm just saying, and maybe a toothbrush got, sometimes you press hard and the Brussels, is that what they're called?
Bristles.
The bristles. Brussels is a city I'd like to visit. The bristles, they look smushed.
That's what she's saying, that it looked used, and it was supposedly for her.
Did they both look smushed?
Yeah, they both looked used.
Well, this is what she's really honing in on then. Okay.
Yeah.
Alyssa, I need you to say,
Yeah.
we're calling your husband right now. Do you have any idea what her name is?
Well, there was also a package left at his front door labeled to someone called Isabel, and it had his exact apartment address. And he said it was his neighbor, but it had his address.
Well, that's valuable information here.
Mm-hmm. I know. I wish it wasn't true. I don't want it to be true. There's just so much.
Okay. Here's what. Would you say you have my permission to call and then his name?
You have my permission to call.
All right, we're going to do it right now. Alyssa, be very quiet. Let's see who he is thinking about when he's offered free roses. Michaela is in for Sissany, making the call. Alyssa, here we go. Be very quiet. Good luck.
Hello?
Hi, is this Tyler?
Yeah, sure is.
Hi, I'm calling from the Blooming Florist. We serve your area. We're actually offering a free dozen of roses to whomever you like this morning.
Oh, a free dozen. Okay.
Yeah, they're totally free.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, they're totally free. No cash, no card, nothing. And we can actually have them delivered by noon today.
Really? That's crazy. Why me?
Your name was selected at random from our database of people who have made online purchases in the last 12 to 18 months.
Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, great. What do you need from me?
We can start with the name of the person you'd like to send them to.
Okay, well, there's like a little issue because the person that I would send them to doesn't live like near here.
Oh, well, we cover all of Southern California, so I'm sure we can accommodate.
Oh, so you could do like Palmdale?
Palmdale? Yeah, sure. We actually have a satellite store in that area.
Oh, okay, that's great. Then you can send them to Alyssa.
Okay, and what would you like on the note?
Just put, I can't wait until we can be together again.
Oh, okay. That's sweet.
Tyler?
Yeah, hi?
Your voice is being broadcast on the radio, and I have Alyssa on the line. Your wife is listening in on all of this, Tyler. Thank you very much for taking the time. How are you?
Wow, I'm shocked. Hi.
Hi. Well, thanks for taking the time to be on with us. If you just have a second, a couple questions for you. So the reason that we're on here together is that Alyssa is very concerned about the time that you don't spend with her, the time you spend at the apartment when you're working before you come home each weekend. Does that make sense?
I know. Yeah, well, we work
do.
together not that often. Yeah, I work down there.
And who are you hanging out with down there?
My coworkers mainly. Yeah.
Can you tell me about Isabel?
Do it a whole lot.
Isabel?
Isabel is my neighbor.
Is she? I don't know. You don't seem like you know.
No, yeah, no. But Isabel's my neighbor. She lives downstairs. She's probably like 70 some years old.
Got it. Okay. So, Alyssa, I'm hearing Tyler. I don't know Tyler. I don't know if you believe his responses, but Tyler, Alyssa thinks that you're having an affair with somebody while you're away at work using that other apartment.
Tyler, be honest. Did you know that this was Ryan's Roses calling? Be honest.
No. No, I did not know until right now that I was on the radio. I've maybe heard this in the past, but no. I honestly thought it was like part of me thought it was a scam a little bit, but
well,
no.
The thing is, your wife just doesn't. There's not trust here, and so she's concerned that something's going on. Can you help her with the trust issue? Like, why does she not trust you, bro?
Well, yeah, I totally understand. Because like in the past when we were young, like we first started dating, we were living apart during. Sorry, my neighbor's dog. I'm dog sitting for my neighbor right now.
You're dog sitting for Isabel?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
So hold on. How old is Isabel?
She's like 70 years old. She's visiting her brother.
And you're babysitting the dog. What kind of dog does she have?
She has like a little Boston Terrier.
What's the dog's name?
Roxanne.
That's fitting.
Do you believe that Tyler's neighbor is a 70-year-old Isabel, Alyssa?
No, I think he knew we were calling. Like, he's just always like a step ahead of me, and I think he knew what was going on, and he knew he was busted, and now he just made up this Boston Terrier and this old lady. I've never seen any, like, the complex has only young people. There's no 70-year-olds there.
Alyssa, no, that's not true.
How many cups of food does Roxanne take when you feed her?
One in the morning and one in the evening.
Also, watching someone's dog is very intimate.
It's not intimate.
Well,
it's kind. All right. I don't know. Look, Tyler, are you cheating on your wife? That's what we're trying to find out. She doesn't believe you. She doesn't have trust with you. There's a real issue with your marriage.
I think there is an issue with our marriage that she doesn't trust me, but I am not cheating on you, sweetheart. I'm not.
Alyssa, can you go spend some time during the week when he's down there?
Yeah, I mean, I have a job too. I can come in the weekends, but like, there was that time I came and there was that woman in the parking lot who turned away when she saw me. Who was she?
Sweetheart, I don't know who she was.
What about the two toothbrushes that you're using? Who had the second toothbrush?
That's for Alyssa.
Was it used?
Why?
Well, I didn't think, sometimes you forget, sweetheart. I just want to make sure you had one.
All right, we're going in circles. Alyssa, we're going to have to turn this over to you to investigate further. Thank you very much for coming on. I wish you good luck. I can't figure it out, Tanya.
What?
I can't figure out if he's just calm and smooth because nothing's rattling him.
But also,
if he knew it was us or if he's lying.
If you're watching your neighbor's dog, how does your partner not know about that?
It's Ryan's Roses. Sisney is out on vacation. Tanya is here. Michaela filling in for Sisney. Well done, Michaela.
Yeah,
way to run with the ball and answer those questions about covering all of Southern California with our network of
satellite. I was like, what?
Right, with our network of florists. But anyway, so Alyssa and Tyler married. They live in Palmdale, but he got an apartment in San Clemente so that he could do his work. On the weekends, he comes home. She thinks he's got a girlfriend down there. And she was concerned. She saw 2 toothbrushes. She won't let that go. And he I don't know with him, if you heard it, like the guy's either really smooth, unrattled by anything, which makes it even scarier. He knew it was us, or he's just not lying. This is one I don't have a hunch on.
I know. And it's like a fine line between those two.
What's not good here, no matter what's happening, is that they live apart basically, and she doesn't trust him.
No.
She doesn't trust him. Simone and Montebello. What did you hear? What's the takeaway on the Ryan's Roses from you? They live in 2 different places, 2 different counties. There's not trust from her. He's either slick or telling the truth.
This is why I always tell my friends, I tell everybody, don't go back after cheating because you just get paranoid. You think everything is them cheating. Even if he is or if he isn't, it's just not going to be any peace.
Well,
not gonna be any peace at all.
She says he cheated before the marriage, but she thought it was a cheat. He might not have thought it was a cheat because they weren't quite sure.
Right,
if they
weren't
boyfriend,
like
girlfriend.
official.
So it's a very gray area. But he was clearly pursuing her while being with somebody else. I think it's safe to say that, Tanya.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he sounds really slick. He sounds like he isn't telling the truth. It's just too much. I think that she should just take some time away and have some peace. Because
Simone, do your friends listen to you when you tell them not to be with somebody that cheated because it's going to make you paranoid? Do they listen to you?
No one listens to me. That's why I'm saying that that's what you need to do. But people don't usually listen.
We don't want to hear it, do they?
You know what they say with the cheater?
Once and always.
How you get them is how you lose them.
Do they say that? Because you've never told us that.
Yeah, they say that.
Simone, you can tell them that. Thank you very much for
That's
calling
what
and
I'll
good luck.
say.
We appreciate you listening to Ryan's Roses.
Of course.
102.7 Kiss FM. It's time for Ryan's Roses. Think about this. Your spouse kisses another person, admits to it, and says, that's all that happened. Please forgive me. Let's move on. Oof. What would you do? We're going to meet Kim. Kim is in West Covina, and I guess she doesn't believe that's all that happened. So, Kim, we're up to speed on this situation. Are you calling us because you don't believe it stopped at only a kiss?
Yeah, I just can't stop thinking about it, and I feel like I'm not getting the full story. It happened a week ago, and again, he said it's an accident. They've known each other for a couple of months. They had gone out after the hiking group. There was a little bit of alcohol involved, and then the kiss happened. I don't know. There's something that doesn't feel right. And listen, I love him. I love this man. He's my best friend. And he said, I love you. I can't believe I did this. Let's do couples counseling. I'll do whatever to make it up to you. But I don't know why. I just can't stop thinking about it and feeling like, am I getting the full story?
I know why. Yeah, because he violated your trust and he cheated on you by kissing with the other woman. So do you know the other woman's name? What do you know about the other woman?
I know her name is Cassidy, and that they are in this hiking group together. I don't really know much about her. I mean, he said, we're all in the similar age bracket. So it's not like, she's a 22-year-old girl that he's into but I don't know. I feel like I can't sleep. I can't eat.
Have you thought about calling Cassidy?
I had a brief moment. I started to go on social media and do that deep dive. And then I stopped myself because I thought, I'm not that crazy person. I know this man. I love him. If he says it was a mistake, I'll never see her again. I don't know what I was thinking. I'll cut off contact. I have to believe that, right? Like that's what I'm supposed to do.
So if it was only the kiss, just this one time, you stay with him. Is that what you're telling me?
Of course. I love him and we have a kid together.
Well, let's find out. Hold on one second, Kim. So that's the question. Would you? I don't know. What would you do? Jeez, we got the kid. It's complicated. I mean, people do make mistakes.
I don't even want to think about being in that situation.
If you're listening, think about that. We're going to find out what the deal is. Did he go further? What do you think? Next on Kiss. It is Ryan's Roses every Monday and Thursday. That's what we do. Right now, Kim has an issue in her marriage. They've got one kid. Her husband confessed to kissing a woman in his hiking group, but he says, that's it. I just kissed her. It stopped there. Her name's Cassidy. She says, if that's it, and I can really believe him, then we'll move on. But if not, it's over.
Yeah, but she can't believe him.
She doesn't believe him. But that's why we're here.
Yeah.
We're going to see what we can tell based on what we find out. Kim, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call and then your husband's name.
Ryan, you have my permission to call, and my husband's name is...
We're going to do it right now. Be very quiet. Sisney's going to offer him roses. We are going to find out who's top of mind. Who's he thinking about to send the roses to? Good luck.
Thank you.
Hello?
Hi, is this Dave?
Yeah, this is Dave.
Hi there, my name is Christina. I'm calling from the Fancy Florist. How you doing this morning?
Fine.
Great. We deliver all over West Covina and surrounding areas, and we're offering a free promotion today. It's absolutely free. A free dozen red roses that you can send to anybody that you'd like. I would just need...
Yeah. That would be something I'd be really interested in.
Great. You just need the name of the person and then a note.
Great. I'd love to send them to my wife, Kim. And for the note, just put, I love you very much. I hope these brighten your day.
I love you very much. I hope these brighten your day.
Dave, your voice is being broadcast on the radio. Your wife, Kim, is on the line right now. And she told us about the kiss you had with another woman named Cassidy. Is that all that happened, Dave? Is that all that happened? Just this kiss? Just this once?
Yeah. It was literally just one kiss one time, like a week ago.
And a question, how did that happen?
You know, man, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really want to get that deep into the details about this. It was a dumb thing that happened a week ago. It was one time. It was the dumbest decision of my life and a huge, huge mistake.
And does Cassidy feel the same way? Is she married? What's her story? Why'd she do it?
I don't, it's just, we're part of a hiking group. We got close. She was telling me some issues with her husband. It was just a vulnerable moment that we both had. And it was the dumbest decision. It was one kiss. It never happened again. And I haven't spoken to her since then.
Where were you?
Look, hiking.
No, but you said you were
where'd
drinking.
You do it?
We were near the Hollywood sign. We were hiking in that area.
All right, so listen, people are human. People make mistakes. I get it. Kim, I'm going to go to you on this. I think he's telling the truth. What do you want to do?
Dave, did you know?
Know what?
That this was Ryan's roses. And that's why you were like, oh, yeah, send the roses to my wife. Like you didn't
Who else
stutter
would
at
I
all.
send them to?
I don't know, Cassidy. Also, you just said that you were on the Hollywood Hills. You said to me that you were at a bar when you kissed her.
Yeah, see, the
now I'm
story's
even more confused.
not matching up, Dave.
Is this something you're not telling me?
No, of course, there's nothing that I'm not telling you. It was one kiss. Baby, that was it. All right? I haven't spoken to her since. I don't ever plan on speaking to her since. I've already left the hiking group. I'm doing everything that I can to make it.
Be honest right now, because you're on the radio. Did you know that this was Ryan's roses?
Yeah, I knew it was Ryan's roses.
All right, well then.
Oh my God, I knew it.
But
So Dave, well, hold on.
Whatever.
Dave, so how do we believe you? Did you only kiss this woman, Cassidy? Come on, man. I need to know. We need to know. We want to hear it for your wife.
Yes, it is literally just one kiss. It was a situation where we were both very vulnerable. There's been some issues with Cassidy, with Cassidy and her relationship. There's been issues with Kim and mine. It was a dumb kiss, a vulnerable human moment that never should have happened, but it was a weak moment and only one moment, and the kiss lasted 2 seconds. It wasn't even there was no tongue. We didn't even move our lips. It was nothing. It was the dumbest.
Look, here's the deal. Look, we're going in circles. Kim, here's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Dave, are you comfortable with Kim speaking in person with Cassidy about what happened without you there?
Yeah, I actually would.
Great. That's what you should do. That's what you should do. If I'm you, that's what I do. That's the move, Kim.
Okay.
That's the move.
Okay. All right. You know what? Then I'll do it. If you are okay with it, yeah.
Then do it. Thank you very much for reaching out. I wish you guys peace. Remember the quote from yesterday? I remember it. Mm-hmm. Trust is earned in drops and it's lost in buckets.
Yeah, true.
A bucket of trust lost right there for me.
Yep. It's going to take a long time for her to trust him again.
He knew he was on the air. Kiss. I don't know. You make out with another person when you're married.
I don't believe him.
That might be the issue. I don't know if he's telling the truth. Look, he knew it was on the air. He admitted he knew it was us.
The story was different for us than what he told his wife.
Yeah, then there was there's some cracks in his story. So I think the problem is she's got to, she got to meet the woman and see what she can tell from the woman. Look, I think the other woman might be really honest with her. And
she might be.
I feel like she might be really honest.
It might have been a full-blown affair, and now they've broken up, and he's like, that was a mistake. Thank God.
Well,
I should just tell her.
The other woman needs to be honest, and hopefully she can tell she is being honest, but I don't know. Yeah, you're right. There was some shadiness.
Mm-hmm.
102.7 Kiss FM. It's time for Ryan's Roses. Public service, if you think somebody's cheating on you in your relationship, we'll try to get to the bottom of it, give you the peace of mind so you do not lose sleep anymore. That is the headline here. Audrey writes in Fullerton, hey, guys, my husband keeps toggling his location on and off on his phone and blaming the phone company. I think my husband and my best friend are seeing each other.
Wow.
Behind my back.
That's specific.
So let's get to Audrey. Audrey, good morning and thanks for coming on. What's drawn you to the conclusion that it's your husband and your best friend?
Oh my gosh, my husband has been acting so weird lately. He never talks to me, and I've noticed his location keeps toggling on and off, and he blames his cell service. Okay. Anyway, my friend asked me to hang out on Friday night, and I said I couldn't because we had a date night planned. But then the next day, my husband canceled, saying a work thing came up. So I call my best friend. Suddenly, she's busy too. Okay, so sure enough, his location was off that night. And I mean, I know that's not great evidence, but I gotta trust my gut.
I understand.
It's
and we've been down this road
yeah.
many times, and your gut is a strong thing. Frankly, you're not sleeping because of it, so why not get to some sort of answer or some sort of conclusion if we can?
Yes.
Why your best friend? Have you seen anything else?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Well, okay, so when the three of us are together, they seem to be giving each other these books, and they don't think I notice. Like
Books
they
about
have
what?
inside. It's like a little side glance,
She said looks.
like.
Oh, looks. I
Yeah,
thought she said
looks.
books.
I thought she said
Books are they?
books,
You're gonna
too.
text them.
No, I mean
All right,
that
looks
would be
like they're
weird
in on
too,
it together,
but
like little winkies, like they're in on it together.
Yeah, like sexy side eyes, and like, yes, I swear. And then like, I'm not making it up. I swear I'm not. And
No, we
last time I
believe
was
you.
out with her, yeah, so I suggested we share locations, and she refused.
Okay.
She
Well,
said she doesn't share them with anyone, but I know that's not true. Anyway, it's just all kind of piling up.
well, hold on for 1 second. We're going to come back and make this call. I mean, that does not sound like a best friend to me.
No.
Nope.
Not best friend vibes. It's Ryan's Roses. We'll make the call coming up to her husband, Audrey in Fullerton. This is 102.7 Kiss FM. We do these on Mondays and Thursdays. Ryan at kissfm.com to tell your story. 7:40, both Mondays and Thursdays. Coming back with that call, Kiss FM. We're in the middle of Ryan's Roses. I want to get right to this. Audrey is on the line. She suspects her husband is cheating on her behind her back with her best friend. When they're all together, her best friend gives her husband looks. She's seeing these looks. It's like they're in on something together, and it feels uncomfortable, and she's pretty sure it's going on, but she wants to find out for sure, and that's why Sissany is going to call your husband now and offer the roses. Do you know what? Of course you know, but what is your best friend's name so we know?
Jordan.
Jordan. All right. How long have you been friends with Jordan? She does not sound like a great friend.
It's been years. It's like they're in cahoots. Okay.
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay. I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then his name, Audrey. Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead. Please call my husband to find out about Jordan.
And we have your permission, yeah?
Yes, you have my permission.
Okay, great. We're going to do that now. Be very quiet, Audrey. We're going to dial him up on the other line. Sissany is going to go from here. Mm-hmm. And good luck.
Thanks.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message.
Want to try again?
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Wow.
Yeah, that's.
Do you see
never
this?
happened. Let's try it again.
A third time? You want to try again?
Well, yeah.
Maybe that just seems so weird. It's like a glitch or something.
Does it mean that he doesn't have his phone on?
Hello.
Hi, is this Max?
Is this urgent? I mean, I'm sending you the voicemail. What's going on?
Oh, no. So sorry. This will take 2 minutes. My name's Bonnie. I'm calling from Fullerton Flower Design. And the reason I'm calling is because we deliver here in the area and surrounding cities, and we're offering a free promotion. It's a dozen red roses that you can send to anybody important in your life. It'll take 2 minutes and we'll be done. I don't need cash from you. These are free.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What? I'm in a very important meeting right now. I can't really talk.
Is there anybody you want to send free roses to?
No, I'm not interested in this. I'm sorry. I don't have time for this.
Are you sure? There's no one in your life?
Yeah, please do not call me again. I'm sorry. I can't talk right now.
Max,
Thank you.
Max, I understand your voice being broadcast on the radio. I need you to know that. My name is Ryan. You're on the air. We have your wife on the air. We're calling you because she thinks she's being cheated on with you and her best friend, Jordan. Can you tell us anything about that?
I'm sorry. Hold on. Hang on 1 second.
Your wife Audrey's on the line. She's asked us to call you and ask about.
I'm sorry, I have to take this. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Oh my God. Hello, Max? Hello?
Yeah, okay, sorry. Run that by me again. Go ahead.
Audrey, you take over. Tell him what's going on here.
Yeah. Hello? Hi. I know there's something going on. You keep shutting off your location. You're hiding in these fake meetings. How do I even know you're in a meeting right now? How do I know you're not even, you're with her, probably?
So what's going on? Why does your wife think you and Jordan are in on something together? She sees these looks you're giving each other. She told me all about it. What's the deal, bro?
Okay. I feel like I'm going through a bit of I don't know what you call it, like a midlife crisis, for lack of a better word.
Like an excuse.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow. Where are you going with this?
But I've been chatting with Jordan, and she's been very helpful in running things by her.
Wow. She's a pet groomer. She's not a therapist. What qualifies her to be an emotional crutch? This is giving emotional cheating.
Why don't you talk to your wife?
100%. This is
just have something to talk to.
Well, your wife is the person to talk to, bro.
Yeah, but
yes,
I understand, but Jordan is unbiased. If I try to talk to Audrey, and no offense, babe, but you roll your eyes and you tell me to deal with it.
You have feelings for her, don't you? You do. No, you have feelings for her.
Let me be very clear. I do not have feelings for Jordan. I'm just going through some stuff. But I've been talking to her.
But stop arguing the point that you can talk to her better. Talk to your wife. You have a shot right now to say, you're right, babe. I'm sorry. I should be talking to you. I shouldn't talk to her. That's not right. I understand why you feel this way, and you fix it. But you're not. You're defending your position of talking to her, which is the wrong path to go down.
Unacceptable.
I'm sorry, babe. I'm.
No, but it doesn't work now. Because
I am sorry.
It doesn't work now.
But okay, well, I have to get back to this meeting. But 100%, I swear to you, nothing is going on between Jordan and I. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
It needs to stop.
It needs to stop. She's right. And by the way, you didn't send flowers to your wife. What's wrong with you?
I didn't send flowers to anybody. I'm sorry. I have to go. Okay.
All right.
Babe, we can talk about this at home.
Audrey, that's what we got.
Now
for
you want to talk to me. Now you want to talk to me. Great. Yeah, I can't wait. Love you.
Yeah, love you.
Wow.
Thank you, Audrey. Good luck there. Thank you for reaching out to us. Well, where does that end up? I mean, I don't know if he is kind of cheating because he's confiding in her, right?
Yeah.
And also given the opportunity to make it right there, he can't do it. It's weird. 102.7 Kiss FM, Ryan's Roses. Just to put a bow on Ryan's Roses, what do you think? Do you think they make it work?
No. The love there is gone.
I mean, just to give... So he's wrong. He shouldn't be confiding in this other person, which is her best friend, which is even another layer of uncomfortableness. But we did catch him in a meeting or something.
But still...
Okay, whatever.
If this is your life, you're being accused of cheating, you stop whatever you're doing and you try to make it right. He wasn't even trying to do that.
That important of a meeting, you don't answer your phone.
Or he didn't. We called 3 times.
I know, but you still wouldn't answer.
Well, yeah. All right. I don't see a future for those two either. Just where my head is on it.
Yeah.
It's Ryan's Roses. We'll do it again on Thursday.